Hi, my name is Mairin Reynolds and I'm a senior at Baton Rouge Magnet High School in Louisiana. This video is for my AP Art History class and I hope you enjoy it. I don't want this intro to be too long, so let's get into the video. On October 23, 2015, my AP Art History class and I went on a field trip to the New Orleans Museum of Art, also known as the NOMA. The purpose of our trip was to not only enjoy precious artworks, but to also choose an artwork that most closely relates to a unit we have studied in class. Those units include Global Prehistory, African Art, and Indigenous Americas. The NOMA has many exhibitions from all around the world. I chose to focus on finding an artwork that related back to African art because that unit really interested me. I found an artwork that was produced by the Luba peoples, and since we have previously studied the Luba peoples, I knew it was a great artwork to focus on. The Luba peoples reside in present-day Democratic Republic of the Congo, and their population is close to 14 million. Although their history is one of violence and warfare, their artistic style is characterized by organically related forms. Even though women are usually low in society, they are highly regarded in African cultures and found as the inspiration for many artworks. The favorite theme in Luba sculptures was women, since according to Luba myth, Vili was the first woman spirit, founder of the clan, and a figure of fertility. The Mboko bull figure, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, is the artwork I chose to research. Before I go into F2C2, also known as Form, Function, Content, Context, I will first tell you that this artwork was first collected in 1909 by a colonial minister in what was then the Belgian Congo and was purchased by the Brooklyn Museum in 1961 and has been on view at the museum since that time. Now on to F2C2. The coiffure on the figure's head is very common and represents power and importance. Her lips are pursed, which relates to the viewer that she thinks highly of herself. The geometric raised scarification markings on her torso are done in high relief. She has a slender body and wide-set shoulders and perky breasts, which show the viewer that she is definitely not a mother or they would be saggy. Kneeling is a symbol of devotion, and she is depicted as kneeling and holding a bowl on her lap. There are many speculations as to what could be in the bowl, but due to previous knowledge about the Luba culture and their traditions, one can infer that there is chalk in the bowl. The main function of this artwork is performative because the chalk in the bowl would be rubbed on people's faces and limbs to show respect to the ruler. The chalk is a sign of renewal to them and acceptance into the spiritual world. Both chiefs and diviners in general own the bowl figures to honor their diviner, Mjubu wa Kalenga. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. This also can have a personal function because honoring an important societal member can be personally rewarding. The purpose for creating this artwork is to honor the tradition and culture of the Luba peoples. I decided to compare the Mboko bull figure to the Ndop portrait figure of King Misheang Mabul. Sorry if I pronounced his name incorrectly. Both the Ndop and Mboko were constructed to show how the roles of societal members change based on gender. They are both highly regarded in the culture, and their traditions that go along with each are of the same importance. The Ndop represents a warrior with weapons, and the Mboko bull figure is a woman, which represents peace and tranquility with the chalk and traditions that go along with it. The king is very important in that society, and that's why he's commemorated through art, because there are no written records and it shows the line of leadership. There's a personal function to this artwork. It displays his accomplishments. According to Khan Academy, the expression on his face, the position of his body, and the regalia were meant to faithfully represent the ideal of a king, but not an individual king. The king's symbol is a drum with a severed hand on it, and he is holding this, which is interpreted as him having a strong hold on his people, and his other hand has a strong hold on the ceremonial knife. The same idea is interpreted in the Mboko bull figure. She has a stronghold on a bowl filled with chalk, which is necessary for the traditions of the Luba society, so she has a stronghold on those traditions. NOMA had very little information about the artworks that they had. As a viewer at the museum, you could visually see how wonderfully constructed these pieces of artwork are. Since most people do not know about all the cultures around the world, and since I already knew about the Luba people, it was a lot easier to interpret the Mboko and the Ndop in the way that I did. However, viewing art in person or in 3D is a lot more enjoyable than looking at it on a screen in a classroom setting. Since the Luba traditions are not like my own, I will never fully understand what these mean to them and what these artworks mean to them. However, I can still enjoy looking at them and learning about them. I hope you enjoyed my video and I hope you learned something new about the Luba culture and African art. Thank you for watching.